Hi all, and welcome to another video of our educational series, What Is? And this time we will discuss the effective use of level 2 data, who needs level 2, and why at times it's important to watch the level 2, especially if you are a day trader that uses the level 2 for entry in very specific technical patterns. So first of all, let's see what is the level 2. Okay, let's talk first about the level 1, which we will dedicate another video to it, but now because the market is closed, I won't talk about the level 1 because it's not complete. So what is the level 1? On my stock box, the level 1, hold on a second, not this one. Okay. Level 1 is all the data provided by the broker that includes fundamental data, technical data, and the most important, what we call the inside bid. And the inside bid is where the price execution is executed. So shares are being bought and sold at the level 1 or the inside bid. Let me highlight it. So the bid, in this case, the highest price that buyers are willing to pay right now is $49.58, and that buyer is offering, okay, is bidding for 500 shares. He's willing to pay $49.58 for 500 shares. On the sell side, okay, there is a guy here sitting at $49.60 that's willing to sell 100 shares, and another guy that's willing to sell 300 shares at $49.60. Okay, so we have the basically the idea here is to match between the buyers and sellers. Right now, the buyers are willing to pay only $49.58. The sellers are not compromising, are willing to sell only at $49.60. What happens in this case? No deal. No deal meaning no execution. Being that it's a liquid, assuming it's a liquid stock, at one point there will be buyers or sellers. If the price is moving down, okay, somebody will give up and basically sell to this buyer at $49.58. If the price is moving up, there will be buyers that will say, okay, I'm willing to pay $49.60, but I will buy only 100 shares or 200. In that case, they will still be available $49.60 at $49.60, 200 shares out of the 400. Now again, anything that's below the what I just discussed, which is the inside bid, which is this piece of data, bid and ask, $49.58 to $49.60, and the relevant quantities, is considered level 2. Now, why is level 2 important? First of all, to whom level 2 is not important. If you are an investor, you don't care about the level 2. And if you are a swing trader, you don't care about the level 2. But if you are a short-term trader, you do care about the level 2 because you want to know the balance between buyers and sellers at each level as much as it's relevant. And keep in mind, in a fast-moving markets, a human eye cannot decipher what's going on. Let me give you an example other than NVDL. Let's go to, hold on a second. Let's go to TSLL. Remember, I'm doing it right now while the market is closed because you don't want to see movement here that will, impede our study. So right now, it doesn't matter if it is TSLL or any other stock. So you can see here, guys, there's a 56,000 share seller at 1450, and at 1449 the buyer is first of all, the buyer is willing to pay only 1449, and is looking only for 2,900 shares. So what do you think will happen here in this case? We have an avalanche basically of sellers and very little buyers. In this case, seems like the price will go down because there are lots of sellers and very little buyers. Now, being that TSLL trades, I don't know, many millions of how many millions? Yeah, 200 on average, 200 million shares per day. Maybe 50,000 shares is not a lot, but let's say it's not 50,000, it's 5 million. Okay, then it's substantial. So if there is an offer or a seller is offering to sell 5 million shares at 1450, and on the buying side there are only 3,000 shares at 1449, you may assume that the price is going to go down because there's nobody willing to pay 1450, and the quantity is humongous versus the bid. Okay, so that's a sophisticated use of level 1, and of course, if you see the same data below at the level 2, which is any level below the inside bid, so any prices below the most expensive price that buyers are willing to pay is listed, and all the higher prices above the cheapest price that the sellers are willing to sell are also listed. Now, again, in fast-moving markets, it's very hard to control. In slow-moving markets, or in markets where traders are looking for entries based on very few cents, maybe it is important. Now, the other option for short-term or very short-term traders, which we call them scalp traders, is to use specific ECNs, okay, that may offer to those traders deals. So, for example, let's say I'm an ECN trader and I'm getting a deal or a cheap deal to buy 1 million shares per day. I don't know, let's say the price of $200 through NASDAQ, while my price on EDGX is 3 times as much. I will prefer to trade or use my my platform to trade only this specific venue, being that this is, you know, a very important part of my expenses when buying a stock. Now, a normal trader could care less if I'm being served if I'm buying 1,000 shares. I don't care if it is EDGX or NASDAQ or BATS or ARCA. It doesn't matter who ACN is. I just want to get the best price. Okay. On top of that, guys, you need to remember that the prices that you see here in the level 2 are limit orders. You don't see, of course, the market orders. Why you don't see the market orders? Because the market orders are being executed immediately. So if I'm now looking to buy enter TSLN with a market order, assuming the market is open, the price is 1450. I see 56,000 shares offered. I'm willing to buy 5,000. Okay, so I'm pressing market. I will get filled at 1450, and the size here will drop from 56,200 to minus 5,000 to 51,200. Okay, so this is how we can use the combination of level 1 and level 2. Again, if you are an investor, you could care less. If you are a swing trader, not important. If you are a normal trader, 99% you can ignore the level 2 and you don't need to pay for it, although as a trader you pay $10 or $15, depends on how much the broker is charging for it, just to be on the safe side. So that's something that's worth paying $15 for if you are a day trader. And from time to time there will be a better disclosure of the market using the level 2. Hope it was informative enough. We spent 10 minutes on this topic. I will have more data on the description below, and of course don't hesitate to email us with any questions. Thanks a lot, and see you in our next video.